Okay, hello and welcome to the fucking Stanley parable. It's annoying. I like the game, but it's annoying to try and record because it wants native screen. And if you're trying to, even though it's in Steam in-home streaming, trying to set up OBS to set it up, it wants to eat the entire screen. So it won't let you be not in the full screen. Even though I've set it to borderless windows in the other fucking computer. It's a bit annoying. A little bit annoying. John sat at his desk. Did you call him John? He's Stanley. And when to push them. Wow, that's not very good text. I've got it in widescreen, I've got it in modern up-to-date mode. It's also got more achievements and stuff, I believe, in the newer version. So these may or may not be the official channels because I can't get to do my normal stuff, and I know that OBS messes up and doesn't have the button presses, so it probably is doing nothing. So it's a bit annoying. The Stanley parable.
When he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Hi. Thanks for watching.
And this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
I accidentally clicked on the door.
Whatever crucial outcome fell under his responsibility, he had never been trained for that.
Whoops.
No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, was to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
I have seen this played by multiple people, and it's a really good game, which is why I wanted to highlight it and show it off, because, you know, it's well-knit written narrative.
He no longer had the ability to tell, but the one thing he knew for sure beyond
And so you can't get out the
was that
room.
if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
You will just hide in the corner.
Now it's just a little bit closer.
There are multiple endings and even more endings in this version. So it's worth noting that. The end is never the end is never the end is loading. But yeah, it's a cool game, so I wanted to show it off because it's interesting and I like the narratives and the fact that they've done the branching things. Now again, I know a lot of secrets.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
How do I get onto the chair? How do I get onto the chair?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
No, but I want to get onto the chair. There's supposed to be a way to get onto this chair. Maybe we can't do that just yet. Maybe it's too early to get onto that chair. Okay. Let's click every little thing in the office. But I like this game because of the way that it reacts to silly things that you're doing, and it's like so well done. So it's a really, really good and interesting narrative title, and it's like you can choose to listen to the narrator or you can choose not to. We accidentally closed that door on ourselves as we closed the other one. Can I close myself out of here? I cannot. No witty remark for closing that door, narrator. I know the difference between narrator and narrator. The text and the words. Oh, wait. There's a box that we can get on. Can we get on? Is there a hidden box back here that we can stand on? I didn't find anything that I could stand on that would allow me to... Wait, there we are. Now we're up there. Why wouldn't you do that before? Okay, now how do we get over this? Why won't you allow me over that? Do I need to crawl? I need to crawl? Okay. Let's get out the window. But I'm going to do the interesting things and, you know, the silly things and show off the extra stuff. Because I'm sure you've all seen the basic plot.
Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this
we got out the map.
realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Part of the game!
Praise the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So,
and the ability to break games, like I break them all the time and accidentally get out of maps and silly things. But this is a witty remark on that!
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Do you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would
No.
you have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
Probably, yeah.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
Well...
Oh, now think about it. Would it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here
No.
just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and listen, Rich, perhaps you just played the other option,
And then you came here to see the note.
This one.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected...
I would say they're about the same, probably.
How tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now,
aren't you lucky, viewer?
So much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
And ever and ever and ever. Yes, I'm sick of the gag now. Can we go? Wait, you're going to force me to actually restart the game, right? Okay. Begin the game again! Oh yeah, there's also a hidden achievement in the menus where I was messing with the options, trying to get it to, you know, stop being stupid. And allow me to mess with OBS the way that I wanted to. But it wouldn't allow me. 420.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor
awaiting
did it
inputs.
advance the story in any way.
Input received. Okay. We can get up here as well. Like, what's the point of getting up here? There's an input on that computer. We've turned that computer off. I'm now interested in hunting all the computers. Can I input more stuff onto you? I'm now interested in turning off all the computers. Are there more computers to mess with? Anything else turned on?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Except I'm finding interesting things to do that I don't think I've seen anyone else do. So I am doing interesting things. This might be a special ending for the new updates, since most YouTubers have played. We may be out of computers. We may be out of computers. Can I get in here somehow? I feel like I should maybe be able to get into there. Is that mirror of this room? It's not. Okay, right, let's have a look. Filing cabinet. I mean, there's clearly something up with these computers. It allowed me to interact with them. They must do something. I know one of these rooms is like knock on the door 600 times or something stupid as well. But we're not doing that. 416, 415. On the lookout for more computers.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did he now?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's a computer. I want to get in there and mess with that computer. It has a screen on. I've been going around turning off the screens. I want to get in there.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
It was.
Spend a few moments here in this
for a cold drink.
beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I want that file. But yeah, I mean, they've done a lot of work in the actual placement of objects and stuff as well, so it's not just like a shitty...
Really worth it being here in the room. The
It
room
is.
is so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
And the clock. I'm watching the clock, actually. It's definitely worth it watching this clock. Can we shine the clock?
Stanley's obsession with the room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Maybe. But yeah, I mean, they put a lot of effort into all of the different rooms and the narration and, like, you know, taking the piss out of everything.
Waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
But that was more dialogue. That wasn't a lack of dialogue. I'm guessing you're hinting that that's the last of the dialogue that you're going to give me. So, yeah, we'll move along.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I want to go back to the room, actually. I want back in my room. It's my room. Oh, the first door on the left, you say. You're not going to let me close that. What's up here? What is this? Ooh, fancy. I'm going to go in here, but I'm not
So
going
he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, I want to play in the maintenance cupboards. I feel like there might be secret things to do in here. An elevator, you say? I wonder where that could go. Can I close this door? I'm going down the elevator. I'm going down the elevator. I don't care what you say. Narrator, I'm coming to meet you. I wonder if, you know, they should add a way to meet the narrator. I don't think there is a way, but, you know.
He didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further on track. So
He
now,
did.
in order to get back, he needed to go,
Further down.
from here, it's, left.
Impossible. Left, you say? Is there any other way out? Stanley tried to find any other way out but to follow the
Oh,
narrator.
no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Open the door. I'm not gonna look at it.
Right, left,
I'm gonna wait for it.
left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story
The
is
last door.
absolutely, definitely this way.
I don't believe you. No, I don't believe... Oh, a convenient truck that's gonna run me over. Okay, narrator. I mean, he's clearly messing with me because of, you know, going off path. So he's like, oh, it's this way. No, it's this way. You know, no, it's not. Hello. It's the room with all of
No,
the
no,
rooms.
no, this isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your
Spoilers.
eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No!
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
We're fired. Yeah, I like the way that they mess with it, and you know, you can go the proper way, but you can also just do stupid things.
What could it mean?
Also, are all these computers on?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right. No, that computer is on. Right, so I'm going to do it backwards. I'm going to do the input last, after turning off every computer on the way. Just because it makes sense to me. Maybe these need to be done in a specific order. It doesn't have the option to do an input this time. Interesting. Sometimes the exit that you have, that's also turned off, has a different effect on the game as well. So, you know, things will be different depending on where you exit.
Wait, what?
Like this.
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on.
I messed with the
I'm asking
monitors.
you. I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
It's through this one that you're blocking off. I want to go through this one. Choices. To the door to the left, or the one... Both of these are interesting. Let's find this story. Make your own story. It's the Stanley Parable. Hello, the clock is here. There's a door, but we're not going through the door. We're hunting for plot and lore. Oh dear, the lights are off in that direction.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on.
You're gonna close that, aren't you? You're gonna cancel it. Don't cancel it. No, no. I want to explore all of this. I found a way. No, I feel like there's hidden secrets. If we can find something quick enough in that, I feel like there's a secret. I feel like there's a secret there.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
And turn off all the monitors. I feel like there's a secret hidden in there. I feel it. I do feel like there's a secret hidden in there. There's no waiting input again. Have we messed with it again? Have we made them spawn again? Now they're just gone completely.
Okay, yeah, it's us. You're remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
That's probably a sensible solution.
Let's see if we missed anything.
The story is on that monitor that I never clicked, isn't it? Oh wait, new doors. These doors are different. We're on the other side. The monitor is still turned off. But attention to detail, you know, it's like... I hate Mondays. Garfield's. The monitors were different, like some of the monitors were different. Right, the story is probably in our office then, I would guess. Back where we began.
Aha! I knew we'd
More
miss
plots.
the story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
No, the story is definitely this way. The story is forwards. Damn it. We didn't get to the trigger. Have you played Antichamber? I need to play Antichamber and show that off as well, because Antichamber is very cool, just the same as the story is deteriorating.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
No, you're
Stanley?
mistaken.
Well, you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Hey, we win! We won the game.
A lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
That's an ending. That's an official win. That's a victory.
You're right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair.
No, I did.
And this was
I pressed all the monitors. I made my own path. I won. I deserved it. I deserved that win. Narrator. I deserved it. Oh.
Alright, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Except I've seen these in real life and they often don't lead anywhere and they're stupid and they're supposed to lead you to things, also it's going the wrong way. But it's a new route. Turn off the monitor. Let me turn off the monitor! No! I can get to the monitor and you won't let me turn it off? Damn it. It's one of these... Wait, for crawl. Crawling in my skin. Those wounds, they will not heal. Everything's secret while we're in this super secret area that we're not meant to be in. Yeah, the Stanley Parable Adventure Line has taken its own course. This is not an area that we're supposed to go to.
Where the story is. It's over in this direction.
A narrator, you were not telling me to go this way.
Nope. Never thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this
That's a
office,
secret path.
is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
We can also wall run.
You know what? I think what we need right now
Don't reset.
is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay, yeah, I'll accept music. No copyright strikes. I mean, we need to follow this adventure line, you know, we're not skipping anything. We're the cognitive mind. It's brainstorm on the thing, you know, that's literally a thing. 007's room. 006. Okay. Do we need to be quicker? Am I not going fast enough? Exploring everything. Okay. We will follow this adventure line to the end, although not completely. I will go off the course because I can. No, go through the door. This leads into my death. I feel like this is going to lead to my inevitable demise. Monthly ledgers, corporate imbalance, corporate violation reports, departmental accounts, shit, lag, personnel files. That leads to a lot of things. Budget analysis. The line, you can catch this up with me here. Okay, but Employee 432 reviews. Peer reviews. I kind of want to go in there. Is the narrator 432 or are we 432? I feel like that's an important room. I got the window.
Cut the music, go back and look at that film.
No. Wait.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Okay, so this is the beginning. I don't want to go back and look at that first. Hello, super sexy line. You closed the door behind me.
This fern will be very important later in the story.
Shit.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, so the fern is important. Remember the fern. Fern cotton is vital to this story. Remember that, chat. And we're back here at this room again.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us?
Employee 432.
After everything we've been through, you... No, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Employee 432 is not important. We didn't get to see what image was on it. They were at the bottom there. Okay, the Stanley Parable Adventure line is back. This time it's going the correct way.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? Intelligent people.
Took us on a nice journey.
Our own story. Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in...
429.
How about this direction?
Ooh. I will take new directions.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story.
It's a very empty room though. You need to give me something, narrator.
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Stanley walked down an empty corridor. It was as empty as his soul.
No, not
Suddenly
you
the
again.
adventure line
Stanley,
broke through.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
But the adventure line is such adventure. It's very yellow and vibrant, and much like my text, it lacks a red outline though. It needs a red outline. It managed to escape the game, unlike us. We are still trapped in this game. As we reach a room! It's a circular room, and it has a decision to go left or to go right.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
The narrator seems to enjoy the turn to go to the left.
Let's walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds.
So you can tell me to go to the right, aren't you?
Reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
It's that old myth, isn't it? One person lies to you, one person tells you the truth.
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Well, from where I'm standing, that's the door to the left, that's the door to the right. That's the door that was behind me. Perspective. The confusion ending. Okay, so these are all of the things that we've got. Okay, so find the line again. Yes, the game restarts on its own. 6 restart, 8 restart. The narrator is gone after a long time. Stanley dies. It's no longer an office, simply black space, wandering in blackness. Find a bookstore, get bored and leave. Narrator restarts the game. Find the line again. Begin following the line and find the identical road. It's beginning to deteriorate. Attempt to make up a story here.
Simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
16 minutes and 54 seconds we've been playing this.
Why don't I get a say in all of this?
You do, you're the narrator.
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be.
You get a
I don't
choice.
want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't
Yes, you
do
will.
it. I won't do it.
Yes, you
I
will.
won't do it.
We're only at the 4th restart.
The timer stopped.
Okay, we broke the game. Time travel!
Did we break the cycle?
Yes.
Whatever.
It's Looper! You Loopered yourself. You destroyed yourself.
Will someone come first?
No.
Something happen? So, okay.
Time to restart.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? Not quite
Kind
sure
of.
between the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are.
And I make my own path in
We'll
life.
find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
Jump scare. I think the narrator just got electrocuted. He couldn't handle it. It was like Unexpected exception online. 32. Crash.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps I had forgotten to turn off every single monitor. Right, again, they make different noises. Still no inputs! We're still on an alternative cycle. Ah, and a fourth monitor. Wait, it's over here now. Input received number 2. Okay, so... Okay. It's we've got to do X number of recycle loops to get the inputs for whatever the input ending is. I'm going to go right again. I'm going to run.
This was not the correct way.
I'm not going to go to the narrator's proper path yet. Not yet.
Employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow.
What a magnificent room. But we're not sticking around in that.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't. He went through here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Okay, so we're going to go over this.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I could jump for that.
Someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
I do.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay then. Nope, nothing in this room. Okay. Let's see your chance, narrator. This is your chance to shine. We could have made something beautiful together.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I will give you a chance.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing me, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Okay, I've stopped.
And I think I have a solution.
Okay,
Here,
give me a solution.
let me show you.
No. Blackness isn't a solution. Blackness, that was the ending you didn't want to take, narrator. We're now in a black area. The office is gone.
What are we looking for?
Is this a bookstore? No, it's space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the narrator.
Right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
The temptation. I could let you be happy. Ooh, it is pretty light. Sorry, narrator.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Sorry. Okay, let's go back. Let's make him happy. Ooh, even more pretty lights.
Right. Where were we?
Sorry. Need to progress.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
You will lose all of that happiness.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm not that mean. I'm gonna go back to the narrator's ending. I'm gonna let him enjoy the happiness and see what colourful things we can have. I'm not that mean. I'm not gonna do that to him. I will allow the narrator this one. This is the narrator's ending.
Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Can I jump off the edge? No, I can't. Does this eventually come to an ending here? And it feels like it's coming to an end. Okay. More lights. I get the feeling like no matter how long I stay here, this isn't going to end. So, I'm sorry, narrator. I gave you a chance.
What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
You had a chance.
Before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
You had a chance, narrator. I gave you a moment, a slight chance to progress
Stanley,
it.
think about what you're doing.
Okay, we're going to rip off.
Oh, thank God, you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to there? See, this is what you want. This is where we can.
Pretty lights.
We can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Okay, I'll stop moving. I will stop moving for a few seconds and let's see if that progresses the game. If nothing happens, I'm gonna have to jump and jump and jump. I'm giving you this chance, narrator. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's on a cyclical loop. Nothing is happening. You had your chance, narrator.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I gave you a chance. You know, you blew it.
No, what do you do? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
You could have progressed the story rather than just looking at pretty lights. That's what you could have done.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
I did.
Is this really how much you dislike my game?
No, I like the game.
From this platform over and over.
That's why I'm showing it off as the Steam Creator Let's Highlights. Because I think people should buy it. You know, it's an interesting game.
You're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just want
Don't be sad, narrator.
I guess that was too much to ask.
Don't be sad.
Like you wanted to make a choice after all.
I want you to make a sequel. I want more. I want another Stanley Parable. Okay, we're back. The end is never the end. I get the feeling like we should go the other route.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wow.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I mean, it's like, welcome to the whiteboard ending. Console bark. Okay, I can't bring up the console. I don't think I've got it enabled. The button for the console isn't working like, you know, the Half-Life 2 engine console. Bark like a small dog? Ruff ruff! Or bark like a big dog? Ruff ruff! That's a lifeline joke that nobody is going to get. I mean, a few people who watch Uber Hacks and Over streams and videos might get it, and you know, if anyone's ever played Lifeline, most people will not get that joke. Most people won't get that joke. But that shouldn't have been laughed. Oh dear. And that's not a joke that the developer intended either, because that happened after the game was released. So I have to Steam and streaming.
realize that investing in your trust
Add
in
that
someone else
to the Stanley Parable 2, just like random screen
about
tearing.
nothing but you all this time.
Yeah!
Really?
I knew we can make it.
I was in the middle of
Right, I'm gonna go to the
something
blue door.
zero consideration
I'm all about that blue
Are you
door.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Oh.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
No, you don't.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
I went through the red door.
Now listen
It failed.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, he didn't. Stanley almost got waited in a corner.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I
No.
still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's
Nothing.
here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Then why were you building this section of the map if it was never meant to be here?
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
I think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end it was all...
You can't jump.
because this
I've been trying to jump a long time.
helped me here.
You've only just given me the achievement.
Strange and unknowable desires of yours. What made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I've been talking to you, narrator. You've been the one not listening.
When you design, you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What happens if I go in the left door now? I don't want to break it.
I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
You give me a yes/no answer, but you've only got
Clearly, there's
5
something here that
options.
speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park.
Okay, let's see it.
Let's take a look.
Okay, so there are 3 doors. We got wedged in the
Would
door.
you say that competitive leaderboard helps you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I didn't see a competitive leaderboard, so I'll just
I
put...
forgot. I've got a prototype of
I
a new
didn't see
game
it.
I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure, let's go.
Let me boot it up.
Okay, what is this new game that you've got for me, narrator?
In this
Oh.
case, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful.
Has he got sticky tape on him or something? Or is it just wood? Is he Jesus nailed to the cross?
I think the art world will really.
He's nailed to the
But
cross.
of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make
No.
sure it's effective? Be sure
Daily Motion only allows 1 hour video uploads. We're trying to keep under that as it is. Right, it should get faster and faster whilst we play, but it doesn't. I know that this, you can just play it forever until the baby. I mean, we burnt it. Its face vanished and everything, but you know,
you heartless
didn't matter.
bastard.
It's now a hashtag. Hashtag dead baby.
Purely to spite
Wow.
me. Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for you. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Was extremely
Thank you.
valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so
I did give you good feedback. Make the baby go faster and faster each time you push it. Make it harder. You know, maybe add multiple babies. And maybe add more hazards.
Yes.
That would also work.
Like it'll work.
It's fern. It's not the fern. Right, we need to find that fern. Where is that fern? It's probably in the main office. We'll find that fern. Okay, Minecraft. Okay, let's go.
Any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely
You can't jump
nothing
still.
to do with. But is it enough?
Not.
Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you.
Well, I mean, this is the one time we'll have Minecraft on this channel. I'm not a Minecraft channel. I've heard the curse of Minecraft. Sure, it gets you a lot of views, but it's a curse. Where's your house? Aha.
No, here. And then...
It's worse than my first Minecraft house, mate.
See, what does it mean? Yes, of course. And
And a
just to
door.
finish it all off... Yes, it's complete.
You need to torch inside as well to stop creepers and stuff spawning inside of it.
Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Now, mine is better. Maybe I will show off my limited Minecraft worlds,
Step inside.
where it was gave you like 14 free days with the Humble Bundle. I played it for a bit, and yeah, I got diamonds, and then I kept getting blown up by creepers, and also my world got corrupted and was weird, and like a chunk changed.
Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Yeah, we need to go mining. We need to go to the Nether. We need to go to the end. Was this before the end existed?
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. You brought a light?
No, give me a torch. I told you we need torches.
This is
We
far
need a
more
sword as
open-ended
well.
than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something
Okay.
that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of
Right,
10.
well, we reached the end. There's nothing here.
Couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
You didn't make that quite open-ended enough, actually. We reached the end of the tunnel. We needed a pickaxe. We were heading down without a pickaxe. We need at least a wooden pickaxe before we go down there, mate. Portal.
Yes, I don't even know what
Okay.
this game is, but I love it.
Flush the toilet.
You
Pick up
treacherous
the
brown
thing.
rocks with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's
I like the
inspiring.
radio.
I couldn't have
We can
done
actually
any
pick up the
better
radio
myself.
like Portal.
What is this game supposed to be?
But we can't flush it down the
Figure
toilet.
out. Ooh,
Right.
now
Can you let me out?
Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Right, you've opened the wrong door. You didn't give me portals to get out. That wall doesn't open. It portals.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
And sets I can wedge the door in the main game.
Genius.
Am I going to glitch it? You're not going to allow me to glitch it. Like in Portal. Because that would hold the door open in Portal. Also, you haven't got the eradication thing. Can I throw this? I can't, no.
I think that's plenty. I really don't care
Well,
much to see you
the radio got to
struggle
escape.
with these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience.
Okay, that also leads somewhere in the main Portal game, actually, I would have you know. Filing cabinets, work in progress. Right, so this is much more like Portal 2, you know, the underlevels and the underworld underneath. Okay. I can't see very well. We fell off. Okay. Well, maybe that was intentional. So there's a door here. Do I want to go through these doors? Narrator. We've escaped the narrator. We've actually succeeded. We escaped him. Right, all those lights. We can't go through the doors though. He's looking for us, but we managed to get away. We got away from him. Okay. Some more terminals. Some stuff going on, but we can't do anything with that. Is this our room? This is the equivalent of our room, isn't it? Or is that the narrator's room? Did we find the narrator's room?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
But are we the narrator all along?
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it, he'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is
The
what I lead
narrator.
into this world. Oh, yes, I'll be back with no delay. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I think we are the narrator. Again, we're in blackness. The end is never the end. I do feel like that was maybe, you know, we become the narrator to our own story. Interesting. Okay, so there's another input to find.
Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
It's another alternative starting because he's talking differently. No inputs. No inputs to find. Yeah, this is going to be a special route. I can tell. Right, anything different. Look for anything different. Anything out of the ordinary. Something gets wrong. Something gets wrong. Something's different. The music's a bit ominous as well. Narrator, what have you changed? What have you changed? What is special? Also, there's no input waiting screen.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but no matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No, you've done something different, narrator. What did you change? What have you changed here?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You've done something different, narrator. You've done something different. There's something different with this room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
You've done something different, narrator.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I mean, there's a broom closet ending for sitting in the broom closet forever.
Running to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can't go in the bathroom. Okay. Did that have an input? Did, okay. Right. We need to find the last computers that have
Stepping into his
inputs.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was
Accidentally
being
clicked
held?
7.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Exactly. How would I know that it was 2845? How could I possibly know? Wow, did he just
Stanley
tromp?
just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to input, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to...
I pressed 5 and it pressed 3.
By sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What if I didn't? What if I didn't, narrator? What would you do? What would you do? No, we have to go down. There's no other options. No other options for us, mate. No other options to go down. I don't know when I start recording. I don't want to go over too long with Noah. You know, have we already gone over Noah is the question.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to...
Motion in the ocean.
to question the nature of his job. where did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What question? Why are we unnerved?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't think he did.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I can picture that.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Except I've got a mile away from that.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
This is what I wanted. A secret ending. A true ending, perhaps. An escapeful ending. Bram. Okay, this is the ending that I wanted to finish on. I was looking for it. I didn't know where it was. Ever closer to death. So I feel like this is the canon ending. There's still all those unpushed buttons, though. And other things that I haven't done yet.
Perhaps his death would have meant no loss by plugging the eyeball.
The inevitable demise.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
We don't have to accept it that much.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the
A new
enormous
narrator
doors.
has
In
entered
a
the
single
field.
visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Except we didn't die. We escaped. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Nothing.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Well, he was always dead, but we are all too already dead. You know, it's like since the moment we began, a lot of office computers that we can turn off. We actually went down them in noise order that time. There's some doors, which again, pointless opening. A lot of buttons. With all their own different noises. Some credits, thank you to all these people who made the game. And we've got the boss's office in its variety of formats, which we haven't seen all of. The office clock, which maybe shows how long we've been playing. Maybe that shows how long we've been playing. That'd be interesting, right? So we've got the employee lounge, we've got the underground facility, which we've been to. Some narration outtakes. Except we can't really hear one. Awkwardly. He's not loud enough. I heard him slightly speak, but it was like a distant echo. You know, I want to be able to actually listen to them if we're going to do that. The freedom ending, we never got that. What's that? Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Okay. But I'm guessing that's no longer a thing. We've got a window, we've got some buttons with an elevator. We can't click on them again. That's the exit. We're not going to the exit just yet though. We're looking around for secrets. Game design mock-up. Okay, so various versions of our room. We employee 427, what was it? 423 was the one that they wanted things on. The office. with some phone and other bits. Cargo lifts, which we've been on. The cargo lift from another angle. Again, you know, you can fall off and die, but I don't think that's an ending. Previous version leading to the apartment ending, the time would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Interesting. I wonder if that's still a thing. You know, give me all the endings. You know, you claim there are new endings. I'd like to see them. Right, so there's ending levers. I've not seen those as ending. It's a new area. The screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as ending, which would eventually cut and merge with another part of the game. Game is now paused. Right, so that's just back through there. I'm going to fully explore this, I don't care. We've got trailers. Well, we can watch some trailers for the game, but we're not going to. That's a very blurry room as well. It's probably because of Steam and I'm streaming. Like, the actual native screen isn't anywhere near that. Meeting room with some other bits of Bob. Right, so these are all the options. Right, so convey or disobey. Go to the confusion ending. There's a staircase. There's a lounge. Option 1 is to go obey and go up the staircase. Option 2. 2 options. The vents. There's a vent in the lounge to the maintenance. Interesting. Where was the vent? I've not seen the vents. The flow of hallways following the first 2 doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times to discuss the number of scenes. Simplest version, okay. Well, you know, I like the ability to have multiple options and multiple things, but I guess, you know, they wanted to minimise it because that's a lot, you know. It's even more stuff to add in program and other things. Narrator emails. Oh, we can barely read that. The narrator doesn't have any friends. Oh, diddums. Diddums. HD remix. More endings, fewer endings. More narrators, fewer narrators. More Stanley, less Stanley. Yes, so we are playing the HD remix. So, you know, obviously it was greenlit as a war zone. I've not seen the war zone. There's a war zone out there. Interesting. Okay, it's too jokey and on the nose, so they got rid of it because it's Call of Duty maybe, or you know, Half-Life, because obviously I'm guessing it's the Half-Life engine because porting and all that. Right. So I guess it's time to go to the ending and hope that we haven't run over an hour because you know we very easily could have. The clock sort of suggests maybe we've got a few minutes. If the in-game clock is true, but it may not be. It may not be. Right, let's go to the exit and then we will call it a day once we get to our final destination. We didn't escape.
These two, how they wish to destroy one another, how they wish to control one another, how they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Or is the narrator actually just an alternative version of Stanley? That could also be the case.
You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Well, that is exactly what I will be doing. So, thanks for watching. Join us again for some more Stanley Parable. Goodbye. As it may not actually close, depending on if OBS is in fact running the buttons. It isn't. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.